In this video, we're going to be talking about 5 signs that your ex is scared to get back with you. But first, my name is Clay with ModernLove.life, where we help you get the great loving relationship that you're looking for without having to play mind games, without having to play hard to get, and without having to pretend to be someone or something that you are not, because you deserve to be loved for the unique, amazing, and wonderful person that you are. And if you agree with me, please do me a favor by hitting that thumbs up button below this video. It's right down there, I can't miss it. It does help us out with the YouTube algorithm. It tells YouTube that these are nice videos and that you might want to show them to more people that might be able to benefit with them. So, pay it forward. Hit that thumbs up button or the thumbs down button, whichever. It all helps. Pay it forward somehow anyway, at least from my understanding. But yeah, hit buttons below this video. Also, there's another button you can hit too called the subscribe button. It helps to keep you in the loop when we upload new videos and post new videos on this channel. So if you want to be in the loop when I upload and post new videos, go ahead and be sure to subscribe to the channel as well too. Also in this video, we're going to be talking about your ex's emotional world and helping them through challenging emotions that they might be experiencing that could be keeping them from actually getting back together with you. If you'd like our full blueprint on how to navigate that full spectrum of your ex's emotions, it's called the X Solution Program. You can find a link for it down below in the description box for this video. It takes you through a lot of the issues that we're going to be talking about in this video, and it helps you to create a stronger emotional connection with them so that they don't feel scared about getting back together with you, and they actually start to feel confident about a potential new future with you. Anyway, I'm not going to hard sell you on that, but it is down there if you're curious about it. Okay, so first of all, the first sign that your ex is scared to get back with you is that they might be creating distance between the two of you. Things like, taking a little bit longer to respond to text messages than maybe they normally would, and there's not really anything specific that's causing them to take a little bit longer. They're not like working crazy hours, they're not taking care of some relative at the hospital or something like that. They're just doing their normal life, but it's taking them, a lot longer, whatever a lot means. People have a certain time frame that they usually text back in, but if that is starting to get longer and longer, it just shows that they're starting to feel a little bit cautious about getting too close to you, and they're trying to create that distance so they don't get too close to you and potentially start to, as one of my clients said, catch feelings for you. You don't want them to feel like they have to keep some sort of distance from you, okay? So you want to call that out, you want to address it and work together with them to see if there is some sort of concern that they have about potentially getting back together with you, about potentially getting closer to you, okay? But distancing is definitely one sign that they are scared and that they do enjoy interacting with you, but they're trying to put the brakes on it because they're afraid of getting too far ahead of themselves. The second sign that your ex is scared to get back with you is they're clinging to practical reasons to get back, to avoid getting back together with you. Whether that's like, oh, well, we're long distance. I do like you, but we're just long distance. Or I really do like you, but I'm still in this relationship with this other person, this rebound relationship, right? So if there's practical reasons that are keeping them apart, that just shows that the emotional reasons are probably mostly gone, and maybe they're just kind of scared to actually take the plunge, to actually get off the fence and actually turn the possibility of a relationship with you from some sort of theoretical thing into a concrete, actual thing that is going to, actually take place in the real world. Because at some point, your ex starts interacting with you and they are seeing it as this theoretical thing. What would it be like to talk to my ex again? What would it be like to interact with my ex again? What would it be like to send them a message? What would it be like to meet up? What would it be like to talk to them again? And it's just kind of theoretical things. There's no actual intention to follow through on it. But as the two of you actually start to build up a stronger emotional connection, it goes from the theoretical into like, oh wow, I actually have feelings for my ex. What does that mean? Does that mean I need to tell all my friends and family that we're seeing again? Well, I want to make sure that this is the real deal before I tell everyone, because if I tell them and then we just end up breaking up again, then I'm going to feel silly. Or I want to make sure this is the real deal before I end a rebound relationship and get back together with you, because I don't want to break up with someone else, come to you, and it turns out you don't want to be in a relationship with me, and then I feel silly. Or, things like that. So they're just clinging to these practical reasons, and what you need to do is you need to show them that there's going to actually be something for them to step into if they actually start to rearrange their life so that the practical reasons are out of the way and they can actually, get back together with you. The third sign that your ex is scared to get back with you is if they are exhibiting what we call hot and cold behaviors. That is to say, one moment they're very warm and they're open and they're saying things like, hey, I really miss you. I think I made a big mistake breaking up with you. I think I still have feelings for you, all these sorts of things. And then maybe, even the next day, they might give you the complete 180 and they might say, oh, that was like, no, it was great that we broke up. We should just be friends. I think that, our breakup happened for a reason. We're just so incompatible, stuff like that. That's like a total 180 from the day before. And then, maybe you get the cold, and then maybe the next day you get the hot again. And then they're just, coming at you again like, oh, yeah, I just miss you so much. We just have so much in common, all that stuff. It can be really confusing for you. I promise you, it's also really confusing for them as well, too. But it just shows that there's these two emotions doing like a tug of war on them back and forth in both directions. Obviously there's the positive feeling that they feel for you, which is causing them to give you that warm side. And then there's the memory of the negativity or the memory of all the feelings and pain and hurt and everything like that from the past that's pulling them towards the cold side. And it's this tug of war that's happening back and forth. This is all stuff that we cover inside of our playlist on the 5 emotional stages your ex goes through. This is called Riding the Dragon. I'll put a link up to the 5 stages that your ex goes through playlist up there in a video card. So check it out if you have no idea what I'm talking about, if you're new to the channel. But before you do that, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. Okay, so with that being said, that is sign number 3. Sign number 4 that your ex is scared to get back with you is that the core reason why the breakup happened still hasn't been addressed. Usually when I talk to people, they know why the breakup happened. Occasionally someone will come forward and they're like, yeah, I just got totally blindsided. We were totally great. Everything was perfect. And then one day they're just like, hey, let's break up. But usually people know why the breakup happened. They could kind of see the problems building up and maybe they didn't know it was that bad. And then suddenly it, turned out it was that bad, obviously. But usually they could see it coming. And so most people know why the breakup happened. And if that hasn't been addressed, if it hasn't been resolved in some way, if there hasn't been something put in place to either clear away those hurt feelings, those hurt emotions, or to get you and your ex back on the same team, or to work through any of these pain points or whatever it might be, then your ex is going to be scared to come back. Even if they do have a lot of positive feelings for you, they're going to be scared that they're walking back into the same relationship that they walked out of. And nobody wants to walk back into the same relationship that they walked out of. I mean, it potentially can happen, but it's really, kind of like a sad and depressing thing. It's like, hey, you try to do better than me, but it turns out you can't. So, come back here to Old Faithful and I'll give you a good time. That's not very inspiring. That's actually how me and my big ex got back together the first time. Notice I said first time because we ended up breaking up again later. So pro tip there. Address the core reason why the breakup happened so that you don't have a second breakup. Trust me, I know all this stuff because I made all the mistakes myself. The 5th sign that your ex is scared to get back with you is if they have what are called positive pullbacks. So the two of you are getting together or interacting in some way. You're having a great interaction. It's wonderful. You're connecting. It's close. You're thinking, hey, this is great. We're making some real progress here. And then in the, couple days afterwards, you just notice a big pullback on their part. The interaction went totally great. The two of you weren't butting heads or disagreeing or arguing or anything like that, but they're just suddenly silent for no reason afterwards. Why is that? And it's because most of the time, you see, your ex has to create an image of you in their mind to justify why they're breaking up with you, because nobody wants to break up with someone else. Nobody wants to hurt someone else. I mean, when the two of you broke up, there's probably tears. There's probably hurt feelings. There's probably a lot of sadness. And they don't want to think of themselves as the kind of person that goes out of the way to hurt other people or make them cry or make them feel sad. And so we all want to feel as if we are good people and believe that we're good people out there doing the right things. So in order to justify why they had to break up with you, they may need to, distort, twist, augment, exaggerate, modify, embellish the truth a little bit in order to create a story for themselves that they had no choice but to break up with you. So if there were little problems, they'd turn them into big problems. If there were like little minor arguments, they turned them into big arguments or something like that. So they can tell themselves this story that like, yeah, you know, we really tried, but they just weren't the right person for me. You know, we were arguing all the time or something like that. And so what happens is they hold this negative image of you. And you know that this negative image could be like totally accurate if things were like really bad in your relationship, but they hold this negative image of you in their mind, accurate or exaggerated. And then when they interact with you, they're noticing that it, like, okay, I was expecting, you know, Mr. Hyde here, but what I got was Dr. Jekyll. And so they're like, well, which one are you? Are you this negative person that I saw, or were you this great person that I interacted with just the other day, and we had this great connection? Like, was I totally mistaken about my initial belief that things were terrible between the two of us? Like, what's going on? And so they're kind of pulling back to kind of assess whether it's this one or that one or what's going on. And so this is pretty common, and it just shows that they're kind of afraid to kind of surrender and let themselves trust in the process of actually getting back together. So anyway, hope that helps you out. I hope that these signs that your ex is scared to get back with you have helped you, you know, maybe see something in your relationship. If you like what we're doing here, please make sure you hit the thumbs up button for this video, and please make sure that you subscribe down below as well too. If you are interested in learning more about that roadmap to kind of help your ex through their emotional journey, you might want to check out our course called the Ex Solution Program, if I can get my words out straight here. The link for that is down in the description box below this video. I'm not going to twist your arm on it though, but you know, there it is if you're curious. Anyway, with that being said, hope you're having a great day. Please take care. If you want to learn more about those 5 stages your ex goes through, please check out this video playlist right here, or you might want to check out this video over here. Thank you so much for watching. Please take care, and I'll talk to you in the next video.